kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Skips away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moses. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I tell you what, when the offense doesn't show a threat to throw the ball to certain guys, it makes it a lot easier to defend. I like it when you slip in a little pass to the fullback where he can get some yards after the catch. Have a nice positive game for your offense.
Dropping back, it's Silver. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Aikman. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Peterson. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll give it to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. He'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Got out of trouble and throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking for space. It's Ford. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Quarterback keeper. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're trying to eat up some clock here in the 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Silver. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They go to the ground. Creates a little room. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On the move at the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Change now on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Silver. Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He'll try the left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to him again. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play, first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Leaves it with the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's got it in the end zone.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's reeled in. It's Aikman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Silver. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Makes the catch. It's Bettis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. ownership here on 2nd and short. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time. The defense was able to get a negative play.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Working that left side.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
But you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking left. Got a man. It's Coleman. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll immediately call timeout.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. A shot toward the end zone. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leiter, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over Oklahoma State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Silver. Forced out of the pocket. Snagged in the middle, it's Ford. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Motion from the wideout. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
The play action fake. Steps away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second, but you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Returner runs out of bounds.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's now third down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Puts it out of the air. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. To the air, it's Silver. It's complete to the right. To the 15. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinal. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack.
Let's go!
The hand to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
To throw, it's Silver. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bettis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Bettis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Back to throw, it's Silver. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the left side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On target over the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man on the right.
He's brought down at the 43. Third down coming up.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. He'll set up to throw. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the move, it's Parker. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. And unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking downfield, it's Silver. Caught in the backfield, it's Aitman. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll go back to work on offense. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He slings it deep to the left. And he's got it at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. Turning it on.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it.
Flying the friendly skies. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Making side adjustments here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Unloads to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the big fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block for it. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
It's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the resume to keep building throughout this season.
Fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.